I cannot believe this. It is actually happening. Live in the studio, we have Killeen's own Rose Short. How's it going, baby?
Hey, it's going good. How you doing?
I'm good. So, I'm going to be honest with you. I was not watching The Voice until you popped up on The Voice.
Oh,
so
wow.
They've got ratings for me because of you.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's good.
If you aren't familiar with who Rose Short is, first of all, kill yourself, then come back to life.
Oh, my God.
Then come back to life. And remember, she's the country southern gal on The Voice who, man, went to the final round.
Yeah.
And, got bamboozled. Hoodwinked.
Oh, no.
Run amok.
No.
How was that experience for you?
It was amazing.
I'm sure it was.
A lot of people ask me, how, like you did, how do I feel? But you know what? And I'm going to just tell you this. When I first did the blind auditions, I almost psyched myself out.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, if I make it through after this, I'm gonna live and be in the moment every time that I'm here.
Uh-huh.
So that's why every week I didn't bank on me staying.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna perform as if I'm leaving the next day.
Yeah.
And experience and just taking the whole experience. So that's what I did.
Let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
And work our way to the end here.
Come on.
So first of all, you started singing when? No, I mean like the beginning. That's what we're not talking about the beginning. Let's start.
The beginning of my life.
Because I'm from Chicago and I'm from Chi-Town.
Yeah.
And like I said, I first started watching The Voice, and I'm getting on the hype. Rose Short from Killeen. So I'm watching every Monday and Tuesday because she's from Killeen, and I'm just checking it out. But to those who aren't familiar with you, where'd you come from? Are you born and raised here or what?
So I'm a military brat.
Okay.
So I actually was born in Louisiana.
Gotcha.
I was born in Louisiana. My parents are from Little Rock, Arkansas.
All right.
And I say my military career consisted of Fort Polk, Louisiana.
Okay.
Bad Toast, Germany.
Okay.
El Paso, Texas.
Okay.
Berlin, Germany.
Wow.
And then back to Killeen, Texas.
Wow.
Ain't that something?
It is.
It was just Germany, Texas.
So how was that? Because you're a shorty, you're a small child, you're traveling. Are you just going with the flow? How was it going from like a country where it's just all cold and then you coming back to hot Texas?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, when you're young, you don't really, none of those things affect you.
Right.
You don't get affected by elements until you get old.
True.
You be like, oh, my knees.
True.
You don't really, it don't really bother you like that. But the experience was, what I'm grateful for is I had a whole childhood. Like, it was just a different experience, in Germany, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
So, but every city, I was always singing.
Uh-huh. How did that start? You got a grandmama that sings, mom sings?
So my mom sings and my dad, they're musical people, but nobody really just sings but me.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
So it started, of course you're singing in the church.
Yeah.
In Germany. In Berlin is when it really started because my first performance I was 5 years old.
Okay.
And I sung Shanice's I Love Your Smile. I remember what I had on. I had like lime green and blue on. I remember that. It was my first performance.
All right.
And then I performed for like the general, over the bass over there and performed at a couple of weddings and sung the national anthem. So I did a lot of stuff. I performed with the Pointer Sisters when I was young.
Uh-oh.
I know.
So you was just destined just to be in some type of something. Okay, so fast forward because I heard you were in the choir in high school.
Yes.
Okay, and you attended
Harker Heights High School.
I
was in Ellison, and then when they rezoned, I went to Harker Heights High School.
Gotcha.
Actually, what's crazy, I did a lot of theater there too, but I started a gospel choir there, and I wish I would have carried it on. They need to start that over again.
Yeah.
But I started a gospel choir, and we sung at we would get checked out of school and perform at different places, and we sung at my graduation.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay, so after high school. Because I heard you were on another show or tried out for another TV show or something. How did that work?
So first it was American Idol. I did try out for American Idol. I made it to Hollywood Week. They never showed me.
Okay.
They only showed the back of me, and everybody was like, "I saw you." I'm like, "Oh,
I saw the back of your head."
Yeah, no, they saw my butt. They was like, "I saw you." I'm like, "Yeah," because that's all they showed. They literally scanned, our knees, the back of our knees. So I did that. Yeah. But I did Apollo.
Okay.
Showtime at the Apollo,
Gotcha.
and I won that 3 times.
Mm-hmm. So now you're on your way at this point.
I mean, hey, whatever God say, I'm rolling.
Killeen's own Rose Short in the building. You may have seen her on NBC's The Voice, but now she's live in the studio here on B106. Back in a minute. All right, we're back. B106 Trey Chocolate Jack live here with the infamous Rose Short in the building. Glad to have you with me. We were just touching on her, so how she started. Started from the bottom, now she here.
Hey.
You know what I mean? So you went on Apollo 3 times. So at this point, how did the whole voice auditioning thing come about? Did you tell them, hey, I was on Apollo for 3 times? Or that didn't even matter, huh?
No, none of that matters.
Okay.
None of it matters.
Okay.
For me, so I quit my job my last job back in 2018, June 18, 2018.
And where were you working?
That time I was working at the food stamp office. I had quit my job at the prison in 2016.
Okay.
But then I started working at the food stamp office because I didn't want to lose my state time.
Gotcha.
So what happened was I was walking down. It's like a hill in my job. I was walking down a hill, and God was like, you're going to have to quit, right? And I was like, I know I got to quit because I was applying for other jobs while I was at the job.
Yeah.
You know how we do?
Yeah.
You on the job, you supposed to be working, and you putting in applications.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing. But anyway, so I quit my job. It was the most terrifying thing I've ever done in my life. And under 7 months, I was presented with an opportunity to audition for The Voice, which I was hesitant about because, you hear so many no's, especially when you're dealing with shows like American Idol. It's like a nerve-wracking thing.
Right.
It's one thing to perform in front of celebrities, like, celebrities outside, whatever you could do. But when your fate, so to speak, is determined on, right now, I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it does.
It puts a different pressure on you, and it's like, do I want to go through this again? Do I want to hear another no?
Right.
And so I just went on ahead with it because it happened I prayed for exposure, and 2 weeks later, I was presented with this opportunity.
There you go.
So I had to do it.
There you go. So as it relates to did you have to send in a video? It was an audition? Like,
it was
how did
an
they work?
audition.
It was an audition.
Yes, it was an audition.
It was you in front of a lot of producers.
The way that they do it, social media is a beautiful thing. Like, they'll even have you submit videos. They have a casting account, their Instagram casting account. You could do that.
Yeah.
And sometimes they find people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Social media is a blessing.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, that is so dope.
Yeah.
So we're going to continue more with Rose Short live in the studio here on B106 Trey Chocolate Jack, of course, from, was it season
17?
Season 17 on NBC's The Voice. Live in the studio, back in a minute.
Yes.
All right, with B106 Trey Chocolate Jack live in the studio with the infamous Killeen's own, Central Texas's own Rose Short from The Voice. So, man, take us through that whole experience, because you were rubbing elbows with a lot of celebs. When Yolanda Adams on live TV said, "Sing, girl."
Yes.
I knew at that moment that you made it. You made it.
That's what I felt like. I didn't care what was going on.
And you have to be nervous knowing that millions of people are watching you, and like, what's going through your mind at this point?
So the thing is so crazy is that they're watching you, but I don't know. It's because you're in front of a camera, so you can't see the millions.
Right.
So in my mind, it didn't matter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I was able to just go out there and do what I needed to do.
Yeah.
Which sometimes I was like, girl, you done kept it too real on this screen, child.
Yeah.
But I was too comfortable. I was cringing watching some of that stuff back. But with Yolanda Adams, I must say, there was some comments online where people were saying that she kind of took over and all that, but I'm gonna say, first of all, don't talk about my auntie.
Stop it.
My sis. Get that together.
Don't do that.
Secondly, she was fussing at me because she was like, girl, because when we was in rehearsal, I just kept staring at her.
Yes, you're Yolanda freaking Adams, of course.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she was just like, girl, you better sing. I'm your guest. I said, no, you not. I'm your guest.
Yeah.
She said, no, I'm here for you. I said, no, ma'am.
Wow.
And so it was funny when I look back at the performance, I see her eyes like bucking at me like, come on, get in here. And I'm like, and there's one point where I kind of like grab the mic and I'm just like, oh, pick up the mic. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's my turn to sing. Because to be up there with somebody that I've loved all my, since, since I was a kid, and to be right there and for her to pour into me and love on me. And then I was told that she was the first gospel artist to ever be on The Voice.
On The Voice, wow. You got to select her, right, to sing with?
Yes.
So, did you have a list of people?
I did.
Okay.
Well, the top was her and Mary J. Blige.
Okay.
But you know what's the blessing about it? The blessing in it, and I'm so grateful, is because I always wanted to do a gospel song on a show. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everything always starts and ends in between as well with my Heavenly Father, because that's what this whole journey was about.
Yes.
Following Him and being faithful to the journey, period, in my life, period.
Yeah.
So to be able to end with that, it didn't matter whether I won or not. You know what I'm saying? Because I was able to perform with someone that I've loved. We was able to minister to some people who never even listened to gospel music. You know, it really did something. And what the crazy part about it is all the musicians was like thanking me like I had something to do with it. They was like, we've never had this before. And it was like, it's just, they said, thank you for bringing her. Yes.
That is crazy. You had either Mary J. Blige or Yolanda Adams. Well, Mary wasn't available or?
Oh, I don't know. But, you know, I'm grateful that they had Yolanda Adams because it was just, they needed that. It's so necessary. This is just so dope. It is.
So take us to every week, like when it was like maybe, I don't know, maybe 5 weeks left or so. Were you thinking in your mind, okay, I got this? Was there any moment where you said, okay, I got this? Like this is me. I got this. No, not at all.
See, the whole journey for me was just overcoming myself. You know, this whole time, like people have their own struggles, and my struggle was I had the support. I had the loving family that was ready for me to do what I needed to do. It was me that was in my own head about whether or not it was going to happen. So for me, every week, I didn't take anything for granted. You know, I'm not going to say, I got it in the bag, because it can go either way. There were people that went home that I wouldn't expect to go home. So that's why I said every time I get up there, I'm finna have fun. I'm going to make sure my wig is straight. I'm looking good. We got the right outfit on. So that with whatever way I go, I went out looking good and, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
That is what's up, man. Rose Short Lab in the studio, of course, from season 18. 17. Sure, they're gonna bring her back for season 18.
You I might have to perform. You know, you never know.
We just spoke it into existence.
You did.
She's in the building with B106. All right, B106 Trey Chocolate Jack live in the studio with Killeen's own, Texas's own Rose Short.
Hey.
Live in here. So, real quick, holidays just passed. You were able to come home and spend holidays?
Yes.
Do you cook?
No,
because you look like you get down in the kitchen.
I mean, I cook when I do a little something. You know, a little burn a little bit. You know, just a little something. But I wasn't cooking. Nah, I wanted to chill.
What's a regular day like for you now after the show?
Oh, listen, you know, with the holidays, it really was just about being with my family. That was a busy time, but I'm definitely on a schedule. You know, you can't just sleep in, you know. So we going to be getting up at the same time around 5 or 6 in the morning and getting the day started. Because, you know, if you sleeping in, you ain't working. So what
is something people don't know about you?
Oh, my God.
That they would be surprised to hear?
Oh, something that they don't know is I like to tap dance.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I can't tap dance at all. I just like to tap dance. I got tap dance shoes.
Okay.
But I can't tap dance.
And the sound is...
Right. But I don't know how to tap dance. Okay. I just like to tap dance.
Should we ever see you tap dancing?
I'm really working on this. Even if I don't do it right, I just want to I've always wanted to tap dance.
Yeah. So do you, with all of this exposure that you've been getting, are you in any relationships, or are you dating, or how does that work?
You may go on a little date, you know.
But nothing too serious because we're focusing on our career.
Well, even if it is serious, nothing's going to get in the way of what I'm supposed to do. Like, I feel like anybody that I'm with, if they're not in line with my purpose, as well as I will be in line with theirs. But if they are a distraction, they got to go.
Okay.
So I ain't worried about that.
Okay.
But you know, I'm doing a little something.
Okay, a little something. What type of person gets Rose Short's attention?
Oh my goodness.
We done went there with it. We done went there with it.
Now, wait a minute.
I got a couple fellas listening to the radio who may want to shoot. They may want to meet you at Chiefs or something, and
Lord,
step up to the free throw line.
Oh my goodness. What kind of? I mean, he would have to be consistent. Very consistent, hopefully funny, and definitely, you know, gets my sense of humor, and just a good person. You know what I'm saying? Believing in something, some kind of goal. They got to have a goal. You know, just can't be sitting around waiting on me to make something happen. Definitely has to be a provider, because my father's a provider. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, you got to take care of me, but I know that if I'm with you, I'm taken care of. And I'm going to do the same for you. Like, ladies, at the end of the day, you can't take care of your guy. It's nothing wrong with that, because they deserve it too. But you got to take care of one that's taking care of you.
So are you at this point a little aware of who approaches you now that you're on TV and you out doing your thing?
You have to be, because, you know, people thinking that, you know, I don't know, they do anything for clout, as they
Absolutely.
say. So for me, it's like, I'm very cautious of relationships, period, friends, all of that, because you have to be careful when you're doing anything, not just what I'm doing, just anything that you truly believe in, because you can't have anybody distracting you, and energy is real, and people can project things on you and become a distraction and get you off your focus. So I'm like that with people, period.
Gotcha. That is, so fellas, y'all know, everybody's just out by the water cooler right now. You, Bodine, that's living with your mama, you know your requirements. Just kidding. Rose Short from The Voice, Killeen's on live in the studio with B106. All right, B106, the number one hip hop station in Central Texas, Trading Chocolate Jack live in the studio with the one, the only, the myth, the legend. Rose Short live in the studio. You may have seen her on NBC's The Voice. Man, I don't know if you know how much support you were receiving back here at home.
I couldn't believe it. I honestly, when I would log into my Facebook and I would just see, like, it's like an influx of everybody was like, Rose. And it was like, now, I'm not saying that I wasn't going to get no support. I just couldn't even, it was overwhelming in a good way.
Yeah.
To see the city come together.
Absolutely.
That was like, no, we finna vote. It was just something to see. Yeah. It did something to me.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. That broke me down.
Yeah. Every week we would have an online, like, look, tonight's the night.
Yeah.
Vote for her. Make sure y'all, support her. So, my goodness, it's a good feeling to see somebody that's out here that's doing their thing and achieving their dreams.
Yeah.
That's going for their dreams. And I know your overall dream is to become what?
I want to be able to support my family and employ my friends with my gift. That's what I want to do.
Gotcha.
Now,
while you were on The Voice, were you thinking, okay, well, I haven't gotten this far, I'm going to eventually make it? Because that's what everybody else is saying. She's like at the top 4. She's going to get a record deal. She's going to do this. She's going to do that. Were you having that, or were you just thinking about just going out there and competing and whatever happens?
No, it was definitely, everything is intentional. I pray for exposure for a reason, to get the exposure so that I continue to work in my craft.
Right.
So for me, it's like this. Yes, that's a great opportunity and all that, but if the opportunity isn't there, you got to create it.
Absolutely.
So if you have the leverage, you have the fan base, it's up to you to what you're going to do with it next. So for me, I'm not going to wait on nobody to sign me and do all of that kind of stuff. I got to kick the dough down and do it myself.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
If you have a platform like that, first of all, it's a TV show and it ends.
True.
So now what are you going to do next?
Yes.
You're going to sit on all these 30 to 40, $50,000 fans that's following you, that's supporting you, that's inspired by you, and you're going to wait on something to happen?
Right.
Or are you going to continue to not only, be an inspiration for them, but give them what they want from you, which is music and, what they love about you. I can't wait on nobody to sign me.
Yeah.
Even though we got some things going on, but I can't wait on nobody to, do that.
I heard that.
But we ain't claiming nothing till the ink dry. We ain't doing none of that.
Yes, indeed. So tell me about the show, like the behind the scenes, because you got John Legend there and Gwen and, of course, Blake. Like, did you interact with the other coaches?
Yes.
Okay.
They were so supportive and loving. Like, Blake is so funny. He is so crazy. Also, Gwen, you would be surprised. Like, everybody was so sweet. And so just like loving on you and all that. And Gwen, actually, she bought me this cross I got on. Okay. And what I love about Gwen is she checked on me, when the cameras weren't rolling. Wanted to make sure that I was good. Yeah. So it was just it was amazing.
Man, that is pretty
But you know what was even crazy is the staff. I'm gonna just say this. Anybody who want to do a show like that, I would recommend it. The Voice. From the camera crew to the PAs to everybody. I asked my vocal coach, I was like, did y'all have to sign a contract that says y'all can't be mean? Because everybody, the environment was so healthy that if you're in an environment like that, if you don't thrive or you're mad about what's going on, it might be because of you.
Well, they realize you're going to become a big star, and they want to know if they can reach out for you in the future. So,
man, I don't know.
Yeah.
All I know is everybody was nice, and it made the process that much more easier to endure.
Gotcha. So what's next?
What's next for right now?
Come on.
right now we have a welcome home party.
Okay.
I gotta say that because people was getting some things misunderstood. It's a welcome home party January 11th at the Harker Heights Event Center. Okay. It's a free event. It's free to get in. Now, I don't know if you're going to have to pay for the food, your drink, but it's definitely free to get in.
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday for the welcome home party. I gotta say that again.
Okay.
Is welcome me home so I can love on y'all, hug on y'all. But I do have an announcement that I will be making there. So yes, it's a welcome home party. I keep saying that because people keep thinking, it's going to be a performance. And I mean, maybe do a little something, but the performance is coming later.
Gotcha.
At a later date.
Gotcha. Okay, because we want to be a part of that in some way, shape, or form. So we'll talk to the powers that be.
Yes.
And make that do what it do.
Yes.
I want to wish you continued success because, like I said, I became a fan once I saw the hype that was surrounding. I was like, yo, they cheating. Rose supposed to win. They going for all country singers. They cheating. You had, I was passionate about it. You had people online that was passionate about it. So I just want to let you know that you've developed new friends and new colleagues and new everything.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you so much.
So next Saturday, you said, Harker Heights?
Next Saturday, welcome home party. I got to say that again. On January 11th at the Harker Heights Event Center. Guys, come on now so I can love on you and show you the same love that you've shown me. And I will be making an announcement. If you can't make it there, you'll definitely hear about the announcement later on what we finna do for the cities.
Got some stuff brewing.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Well, continued success to you. As I said to you before, you have a home here. Whenever you get that music out, it'll be on the radio first. We are here to support
thank you so much.
And man, continued success. God bless you. And you got a home here at B106 and also Mike Kiss 103.1. So
thank you.
roll short, ladies and gentlemen.